Number 1. The prophecy of the Great Flood. If you're familiar with the stories of the Bible, you will know that this prophecy has already come true. In the book of Enoch, the prophecy of the Great Flood resonates deeply with one of the most famous biblical narratives, the story of Noah's Ark. This is the prophecy of the Great Flood, a catastrophic deluge foreseen by Enoch many years before it happened, and intended to cleanse the earth of its burgeoning wickedness and corruption. During his celestial journeys, Enoch was shown visions of the future, including a devastating flood that would cover the entire earth. This wasn't just any flood, it was to be a divine intervention, a resetting of the creation that had gone awry. Enoch saw that humanity had fallen into deep moral decay, largely influenced by the fallen angels and the Nephilim, whose violent and corrupt behaviors had spread chaos and destruction. In his visions, Enoch witnessed how the waters would rise, not merely to destroy, but to purify and renew. He understood that this massive flood would be a crucial event in the history of the world, and necessary to eradicate the overwhelming evil and restore a sense of balance and righteousness to the world. The prophecy of the Great Flood is significant, not only because it predicts a major biblical event, but also because it highlights the themes of judgment and redemption. For Enoch, the flood was a manifestation of divine justice, punishing the wicked, saving the righteous, notably Noah and his family, and ultimately renewing the earth. Thus, the Great Flood stands as a testament to the power of prophecy in the book of Enoch, linking Enoch's apocalyptic visions with the broader biblical narrative and emphasizing the deep connection between divine will and the natural world. This ancient flood story, seen through Enoch's eyes, invites believers to reflect on the themes of divine wrath and mercy, justice and salvation, resonating through time as a powerful story of renewal and hope. Since the prophecy of the flood indeed came through, we can be rest assured that the prophecy about the judgment of the wicked and the reward of the righteous will certainly come true as well. Number 2, the rise and fall of kingdoms. This is another prophecy of Enoch that has already come true in so many ways. The Egyptian, Assyrian, Babylonian, Roman, Athenian empires are only a small number of kingdoms that has risen and fallen. In the visions of Enoch, detailed in the book of Enoch, we encounter not just spiritual revelations, but also sweeping glimpses into the rise and fall of great empires. These visions are particularly compelling as they provide a celestial perspective on human history and its cyclical nature of rise, dominion, and decline. During his otherworldly journeys, Enoch was shown the future in broad strokes. Empires would emerge, shining brightly with power and glory, only to eventually fade into shadows and ruin. These visions encompass not only the physical realms of kings and their dominions, but also the spiritual influences that played a role in their governance and eventual downfall. The visions depicted the transient nature of earthly power and the divine justice overseeing it all. Enoch saw empires that would be remembered for their contributions to civilization, and others that would be notorious for their oppression and corruption. Each rise and fall served as a divine lesson in the virtues of wisdom, justice, and humility. The prophetic imagery of empires in Enoch's revelations serves multiple purposes. Firstly, it reinforces the notion that all earthly power is temporary and subject to divine scrutiny. Each empire, regardless of its might or wealth, was shown to be vulnerable and ultimately accountable to higher divine laws. This serves as a warning to those in power. Their time at the top is finite, and their actions have consequences. Secondly, These visions offer a broader, more universal message about the inevitability of change and the cycles of life. Just as empires rise and fall, so do periods of human history, marked by growth and decay, learning and forgetting. Enoch's prophecies remind us that in every ending there is a new beginning, and in every downfall there is a lesson to be learned. Number 3. The coming of the Messiah. This is one of the most profound prophecies of Enoch that have been spectacularly realized. Among the many prophetic visions recorded in the book of Enoch, one of the most profound is the prediction of the coming of a Messiah. This figure, envisioned by Enoch, is foretold to bring hope, restoration, and salvation to a world mired in darkness and despair. Well, we all know how it is now playing out. The glory of Jesus, the Messiah, continues to shine and shed the gift of redemption among all those who would believe. Enoch's prophecy describes a future savior who would emerge in times of great turmoil and corruption, serving as a beacon of light and hope. This Messiah would possess divine qualities and the authority to judge and redeem not only humanity, but also the fallen angels who contributed to the world's corruption. His arrival would signify the beginning of a new era characterized by peace, justice, and righteousness. In these visions, the Messiah is depicted as a pivotal figure in God's plan, orchestrating the ultimate reconciliation between the divine and the earthly realms. He would lead the faithful out of darkness, offering them redemption and a chance to partake in a restored creation, free from suffering and sin. The prophecy of the Messiah in Enoch's texts is laden with symbolism and carries significant theological weight. It reflects a deep yearning for justice and deliverance in a world overwhelmed by violence and sin. The Messiah symbolizes the ultimate fulfillment of divine promises, not just as a redeemer, but as a restorer of the world to its intended state of harmony and divine order. This vision resonates with messianic expectations found in other religious texts, notably the Jewish and Christian scriptures, which also forecast the arrival of a figure who would bring salvation and inaugurate a new kingdom of peace. In Christianity, this prophecy is believed to be fulfilled in the person of Jesus Christ, who is the Savior and Judge, echoing the themes seen in Enoch's revelations. For us believers, the prophecy of the coming Messiah provides a foundation of hope and a focus for faith. It assures them that despite the apparent triumph of evil, a divine plan is unfolding that leads to ultimate justice and the restoration of peace. This message encourages spiritual resilience and moral integrity, urging followers to live in a manner worthy of the forthcoming new era. Thus, the prediction of the Messiah in the book of Enoch not only offers a vision of future salvation, but also serves as a moral and spiritual guide, reminding adherents of the profound impact of divine intervention in human history and the transformative power of hope and faith in overcoming darkness. Number 4, Judgment Day. In the visions of Enoch, a significant portion is dedicated to the foretelling of a final divine judgment. This judgment is not limited merely to humans, but encompasses angels as well, particularly those who have fallen from their celestial duties to cause disruption on earth. Enoch, through his revelations, was shown the eventual judgment day, a critical moment when all beings, celestial and terrestrial, would be held accountable for their actions. In his visions, Enoch sees a great tribunal set by God, where angels, including the rebellious watchers and humans, are judged. The justice meted out is impartial and absolute. It is aimed at restoring the disrupted order and purifying creation from all its defilements. The judgments upon the angels are particularly severe. This reflects their greater knowledge and responsibility. These fallen beings, who once held positions of honor in the heavenly realms, are punished for their transgressions against God's commands, particularly their roles in leading humanity astray. Their judgment serves as a stark warning of the consequences of abusing divine power and authority. For humans, the judgment is based on their moral choices and the integrity of their lives. Enoch's vision underscores a recurring theme in many religious texts, the idea that earthly life is a test, and every individual's actions and decisions are recorded for the final reckoning. This part of the prophecy is both a warning and a guide, encouraging adherence to divine laws and righteousness. The final judgment revealed by Enoch is yet to come true, but it offers a promise of renewal and cleansing. By purging the world of its wickedness and restoring divine order, it will pave the way for a new era of peace and righteousness, as prophesied in other visions of Enoch. This dual theme of judgment and renewal is a powerful narrative that resonates deeply with human desires for justice and redemption. Thus, Enoch's visions of judgment are not merely about retribution. They serve a transformative purpose. Its aim is to educate and mold the moral and spiritual character of believers, ensuring we understand the weight of our actions in the divine scale. After the final judgment, what follows is the reign of Jesus and the restoration of righteousness. It is the goal of every believer to be part of this restoration and reunion with Jesus. In this world, evil is finally vanquished, and divine values of justice, peace, and harmony prevail. This restored world is not merely a return to the past, but an elevation to a new divine standard where the afflictions of the old world, war, suffering, and corruption, are erased. Thus, the prophecy of the final judgment day, as well as the restoration of righteousness in the book of Enoch, is not just a prediction, it is a divine assurance. It offers a vision of ultimate peace and justice that resonates with the deepest hopes of humanity, promising a future where divine and human will are in perfect harmony and the world reflects the fullness of divine glory. Number 5. Revelation of hidden knowledge. One of the profound themes in the book of Enoch is the revelation of hidden knowledge. Enoch's prophecies include the promise that deep, concealed truths and divine wisdom would eventually be unveiled to those who are righteous and faithful. This aspect of his visions is an ongoing until that final day of judgment. Over the years since the prophecy, many people of God, including Abraham, Jacob, Joseph, Moses, Daniel, David, Solomon, the Virgin Mary, John, Paul, Mary Magdalene, and Peter, have all received hidden knowledge. According to Enoch's visions, there comes a time when the mysteries of the universe, which have been cloaked in secrecy, are disclosed to the righteous. This knowledge encompasses understanding about the divine realm, the workings of the universe, and the spiritual laws that govern existence. Such revelations are not merely for curiosity's sake. They serve a higher purpose of deepening the connection between humanity and the divine, allowing the faithful to live more in tune with cosmic purposes. The hidden knowledge includes insights into the nature of life and death, the structure of the universe, the spiritual roots of evil, and the pathways to divine favor. These revelations are rewards for those who have maintained their integrity and devotion amidst trials and temptations. It's an affirmation of their special place in God's plan. This theme of revealed knowledge emphasizes that divine truth is not static or fully revealed at once, but is progressively disclosed to those who prove themselves worthy by their conduct and faith. It assures the faithful that our pursuit of righteousness and our efforts to understand divine will are not in vain. This knowledge empowers us, enhancing our ability to lead lives that are aligned with divine principles and to act as beacons of light and wisdom in a world often shrouded in moral ambiguity.